Greetings and salutations, this is IvanDogovich with Let's Play OpenXcom PirateZ. We will be exploring this amazing full conversion mod for OpenXcom created by Dioxine from the OpenXcom community. Set 600 years in the future, humanity has lost the struggle against the alien powers and the Earth is a stellar backwater peopled by different groups of mutants, aliens, and humans. Leading your crew of space-babe-mutant-pirates, you must carve out a place for yourself in this chaotic environment any way you can. That's my little write-up for the mod here, and just wanted to mention that Dioxine is a regular on OpenXcom.org and helped me with my very first mod, which was the dart pistol that I used in my up close and personal mod pack. And he's recently released version 0.9 of his amazing mod. I've actually got 0.9 alpha, or A, and he's still working on it, and we're going to delve into this wonderful and brutal mod and have a blast. I am running the latest nightly. Now, I will say, guys, that I have like zero experience running nightly. I've played this game, I don't know, 4-6 hours maybe, just trying to get a feel for it, and let's say I've been less than successful, so we should have the joy of meeting some Ivan moments here as we go forward. But I do have the end of March latest nightly, so if you guys know tips for playing with the nightlies, please feel free to let me know. I definitely can use them. So let's start this new game here. We'll select the difficulty. Now, I'm always a chicken, and I never go for the highest difficulties. And this mod, let me tell you, can kick my booty without a problem. Where to go? Kind of three choices here. We can go in China, which is a pretty doggone good place to go. Europe, which is pretty good as well, or North America. I think I'm gonna go for China here. I kind of like the idea of it. Central Province. Now you'll notice that the world has different countries: Ghost Gates, Indonesia, Tehran, Fuso, Central Province, Forbidden City, Astral Bridge, High Rock, Blasphemous Port, Gardens of the Light. That sounds cool. Forbidden Caves. All these really cool really cool names for these locations here, but I want to kind of check. My initial radar won't be that big. I think it might be the internal circle here. So I think I'll pop it in over here. So yeah, somewhere thereabouts, kind of up in the high desert of China. But that means when we get another radar, we'll boost out to near the coast. What shall be the name of your new hideout, Captain? Now, this is a pirate's hideout, so we're going to go with Shanghai Grilla. Shanghai Grilla. That'll be the name of our piratey hideout. And we'll put the first few installations that we get. Now, one of the things to note about pirates is that it's much more difficult, and it is much less forgiving, I should say. The facilities cost a lot more. So let's see here. I want to go with my barracks close. I also want to have the vaults. So vaults are your general stores. I'm gonna go ahead and put my vaults right there. If I ever get tanks, they'll populate here, and that may be close to my access point if we get invaded. I've not been invaded. Like I said, I haven't played this too much. I'll put my barracks here. This will have a lot of troops. If we come into that, we'll get a workshop down. We'll get a lab down, and we'll pop down our high-res radar. Okay, so we do have the first ring of radar, and it's actually a pretty good position there. And let's take a look at our hideout again here. So here we have the ability to make new ones. Logs is our stats. We have 12 hands, soldiers. We have 20 runts, which are our engineers, and 3 brainers. which are our scientists. The brainers are, yeah, we'll see here in a minute. Living quarters, our space is full already. And we're pretty close to full on vaults. I could use another one. Labs only give me 15 space, so scientists are a much lower game in this one here. Workshops, I've got 30 space there. Prison cells, 20 for prisons, which is good. Okay, monthly costs, yeah. Income and maintenance, it's going to cost us 747. Now, the money in the game is set up where you're extorting from local countries, etc. So, we got this. We have one vessel. It's our Bonaventura, which is a beautiful, beautiful name. I'm going to actually name it Bonaventura because it's a great craft. I really, really like this. Bonaventura. Bonaventura with the space and the dash in the middle because it's a Bonnie lass. Okay. And it's got a 50mm cannon, which is really short range, and spike rockets. Do we have anything we can... We could put a charged laser in it. I don't really know the difference between these. This gives us 60 ammo, and spike rockets gives us... We should check that out in the Bootypedia. I haven't messed with this configuration at all. And we've got a crew of some beautiful, fine space babe piratey gals here. And I've got some names for some new folks. If you would like to be part of this Let's Play, I invite you to sign up. Put your name below. Now, the rules are, the standards for a good piratey name for this type of for this Let's Play is start with an adjective. Say tall, blonde, sweet, curly, sharp, whatever you like. An adjective could be a color, could be an attribute, and then some name. You know, it could be Sweet Calamity, or it could be Fine Brenda, or however you like to put it. Just go ahead and put a name down there, and I will sort you in. But if you come up with like Mr. Tough Guy, well, I'll change it up a bit. But feel free to sign up. I'd love to have you. I've already got some fine folks who have signed up from OpenXcom.org, and I will rename them in a minute when I get a chance to here. We got some equipment now. Oh my gosh, I will tell you this also. This game has a huge plethora of different items, and some of them are pretty useful, and some are pretty well, they're just pretty crazy. You've got axes, bats, you've got knives, swords, pistols, flintlocks, all sorts of crazy stuff. You even got chainsaws, for crying out loud. I won't gear these girls up right now. We'll do a little bit of more management before we get there. And we've got some armors. We got pirate armor and runt armor, and we'll check those out in a bit too. So actually, let's go ahead and first let's pop down some. Well, let's just show this here. We looked at the vessels, we looked at the hands. So here's the things we can buy, right? So if we wanted to get more scientists than our normal thing, our library is where we get the brainers. $1 million. You'll never have that much money. So really, it's not about researching your way through the tech tree and just winning. The barracks, of course, is living quarters. Workshop is where you make stuff. High-res radar. Now we have a long. We don't have a long-range radar, and it costs 800,000. You'll notice we only have 360,000 left, which isn't very much. Vaults, we might be able to use another. In fact, I think I will grab another. Yes, let us grab another vault, because it's going to be important, I'm thinking. I am thinking that it will be. Alright. Vault. Yes, plop you down there. Okay, so we're already down to 240. I should probably save the rest of this for guns, because I'm going to need it. There's actually this large vault, which is huge. It takes only $1 million. Another hangar is going to cost 200,000. It'd be good to get one of those at some point. The barracks, how much do they cost? 250. So to expand our crew, we need another 250,000. Prison cells, we've already got one here, so we don't need one now. Large vaults and outposts. Now this is kind of a cool thing. I have not yet built one, but we'll probably put one of these in our first hideout. So we'll check that out whenever we get there. All right, so once we've got that building, it'll give us enough space to buy more stuff. Let's put a new research. We can get nuclear fuel, we can get spring cleaning, basic bullet manufacturing, flintlocks and bombs, primitive weapons, basic armor, and smoke ops gear. Spring cleaning, I think? Yeah, let's get spring cleaning going. All 3 brainers. Put them right on the subject. Start that project. Okay. Guys too, if you have experience with this and would like to give me some tips on what text to research, please do. I'm really still trying to figure all this out. Okay, so manufacturer. Our current manufacturer, we've got this fine runt here who is doing some of our manufacture with this big old pipe wrench in her hand. We've got 10 available. Got current funds here. What can we make? Let's make a new production. We can make 2 different types of vessels, but we don't have the hangar space for them. We can make some flintlock balls, which are ammo. Cannonballs, more ammo. Molotov cocktails, those are good. And grog. I think I'd actually like to get some Molotovs. These seem to be like they might be kind of important. Let's make, yeah, 20-ish, right. Okay, that's going to take 7 hours, so let's make some more. Well, let's make 30-ish. Aye, lassie. Okay, so we got that going. This is transferring to other places. This is where we buy our stuff. And I'm going to have to come back here and kind of do some of this off screen because I got to figure it out. So that's that. And here's where we can sell our stuff. Fent your stuff away and selling all our stuff. Okay, we'll look at that. And your bridge, right. So let's check the Bootypedia because I do want to check the vessels and their armament. So here's our Bonaventura. Max speed's 1500, slow acceleration, and this is slow. It doesn't catch things very quickly. Decent fuel cap, toughness 300, which is okay, but I've had them shot down underneath me a few times in these couple test games. Your old trusty boat, remember to keep it supplied with nuclear fuel. If it's done for, so are you. Mileage 20, radar 400. Okay, so let's check that out. Charger laser. The range is 10. Damage is 6. Reload time is 40. Okay, I want to check these others. Range is 15 with that cannon, and that was 10. Okay, so I like to have things hitting sooner rather than later. I guess that charges a little faster. Its damage is less, though. It doesn't seem like a very good thing. Spike rockets are 10. And this is much better damage. And it goes faster too. So these go pretty doggone quick. Crude jury-rigged rockets with mediocre range. However, the fact that they're based on junk parts and homemade explosive allows to clandestinely sell them despite strict bans on craft weaponry. It's kind of cool, spike rockets. Okay, and a charger laser. The only saving grace of this weapon is that it charges itself using ship's power source. However, it eventually overheats, cannot be used anymore till at least a cursory ground maintenance. Ew, I don't like that. And then our middle ground craft cannon, while it lacks the damage output of other weapons, it's cheap to use as long as you find the ammo. Ooh, so we're gonna have to buy ammo for it. All right, so anyway, that's our different things in there. So I'm not gonna swap that out. There's more stuff here. Now I won't cover every item in the Bootypedia, and I will put a plug in right here for the original Let's Play Pirates, which is on YouTube. And it is actually put together by Dioxine himself and his cohort in crime, Solarius Scorch, or Solar. Both of these guys are awesome contributors and awesome members of the OpenXcom community. They both hail from Poland, which is where my favorite YouTuber also hails from. Marbazir is from Poland, and Solarius and Dioxine are also from there. So Dioxine and Solar, about a year ago, I think, put out 2 videos. I think it's close to 3 to 4 hours worth of Pirates content. They did a couple missions, and they actually walked through the whole Bootypedia. We'll see more of this as we go, but I'm not going to cover it all right now. But this is, I will say this straight up, Dioxine in in the forums when I was kind of asking about getting started and what to do. He said, read the Bootypedia, read the Bootypedia, read the Bootypedia. And he's right. Just taking a look at the different types of things that your weapons do and whether they take melee skill or whether they take strength. There's a ton of different things going on with this mod here. And I actually spent a few hours reading Bootypedia. I put together some spreadsheets even to kind of give me an idea of what weapons are better than others. And there's a lot of them that are kind of the same, and there's a lot of them that are kind of there's a lot of them that are kind of and you start off super undergunned, and that's kind of the beauty of the mod. But eventually, as you steal and acquire more good gear from the bad guys, you become more lethal and more effective. So the first few rounds of this game, of the first few combats, it's really kind of about snatching and grabbing and surviving best you can. So those are some things there. Just kind of wanted to show that off a little bit, and highly recommend it. The Bootypedia is fully featured in the first almost hour of the second video, part 2 of the Let's Play Pirates. And I have a link here in the video. I'll have a YouTube card that will link to both of those, so you're welcome to check those out. Those are available in on mobile devices, which is kind of cool. It's a new YouTube feature that came out a couple weeks ago, so feel free to check those out. They'll show a little tile up in the corner, a little link in the upper right corner. All right, so let's get this, let's get the gum flapping stopped here. I think what I will do at this point, I'm going to come in here and name the gals here. We'll name up our crew. I'll do a little bit more configuration with them. We'll get together some purchases, and then we'll continue the rest of this episode. So you hang on a second. I'll be back in a few minutes my time, but like nothing flat yours. Alright, I want to show off the fine ladies here. We have Long Joan Silver, who is actually Simone's character here. We've got weights here, we've got accuracy. She's not very accurate, and that's why she's carrying a rapier. Reactions are pretty good. If we look at her stats, you'll notice that stats are a little different in Pirates. Some of the things are automatically a lot higher. Bravery tends to be higher. Seems like time units might be higher, but melee accuracy is very much higher. This is a pretty significant difference than the vanilla game. The range, I think, is anywhere from 60 to maybe 100 with your soldiers here, where in the vanilla game it was like 20 to 40. The strength ranges is kind of similar to vanilla. All of our pirates, however, have 20 armor built in. This is because they're mutants. They're all actually mutant soldiers, and they're fighting for the mutant collective in a way. Well, I don't know. They're self-interested, but they also do try to help the mutants out a bit. Then we also have a Galbrush 3-Wood. Oh, I did not give you any of your gear, and actually I need to order some more items, and I've got something in mind for you. Galbrush 3-Wood is a Neptune's Nukes character here in our fine playthrough. We've got some basic grenades too. This is our quick and easy bandages, but it only gives you 3 heals, which isn't great. So that's Galbrush 3-Wood. I also put a KK in here. It's a sign for me that they have really good melee accuracy. So one of the things going on here is they have 101 melee accuracy, which is actually just unbelievable. And it's really good because another thing that's going on is we have the pirate armor and pirate clothes on, and it's modifying their melee accuracy. It's giving a boost. So this, I think hers is like 91, and it's giving plus 10. So this is really good. She will be able to hit quite frequently when she swings the old axe at some poor unsuspecting individual. I'll give her a handle too. That might be useful. Her strength is 35. Actually, I think at that point the pipe might be better. Okay. We have a Cutlass Josephine, which is Meridian's Cutlass Joe character here. She's carrying the blunderbuss, which is kind of a type of shotgun. Her accuracy is okay, but all of these weapons, look at the weight up here. 39. I pick up the weapon, 14. This weighs 25. The weapons can be incredibly heavy. This is an assault cannon. That's what is that? 24, weighs 24 right there to pick that up and put that in. These are crazy heavy. Some of them are pretty powerful, but they're pretty crazy heavy. Okay, Stanky Cap, that's J Stank here. Great melee accuracy again, up to 100. Strength is 43, which is awesome because some of these weapons actually use the strength, add the strength into the hit of the weapon too. So that's really cool. So I've got J Stank swinging the old hammer. Hammers are awesome. I'm going to order a bunch of those. We've got Stabby Roxas, which is Roxas231 from OpenXcom. The name was Stabby already, and I checked the stats, and the melee accuracy was amazing. I was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna keep the Stabby. So you're Stabby Roxas, and you've got a rapier to go along with that, and your accuracy, firing accuracy, is not so great. So, also joining us is Monstrous Melody, with a fine axe here. Melody's sporting a huge strength, which is great, and good melee accuracy. Melody is actually a really good Pirates veteran, Raiden from the OpenXcom forum. And Raiden, please, any of the comments, any of the tips that you want to give me, send them, because I can use them for sure. So he had his main character babe was Melody, and she made it all the way through his campaign and was just incredible. He said she was monstrous, so that's what her nickname was. All right, we got Cross-Eyed Nikki, which is Niku Linux, who's from the OpenXcom. They're sporting the hand cannon. The accuracy is not so great, and you really have to get close with these anyway, but they do have some penetrating power. Cross-Eyed Nikki does have a good time units, not so great melee, not so great accuracy. Yeah, just generally, well, we'll see how well that works out. One-Eyed Priscilla, that's Hobbs's character here. Very, very strong and good accuracy, very good reactions. I have given you the boarding gun, the illustrious boarding gun. That sucker weighs almost 35 pounds. 35 pounds. The thing is ridiculous, but it's pretty cool. It's an auto gun. It's one of the first ones that you have. And then we've got 3 or 4 other characters here that have not been claimed in our first crew, so feel free to jump on and leave your name and we'll check them out. So that's our inventory there. I've equipped them on the craft already, given them some of the armor. Let's do a quick look at that Bootypedia and show you the stats on the armor. That would be, so unarmored, the regular pirate is just the 2020, and running around without any armor has its perks, like being unburdened, or not having to pay for armor, or having the greatest potential for creating a fine looking body. Our mutant skin is almost as tough as body armor anyway, which is true. And the nice thing is they can take some hits, and it has a little bit of resistancy to laser, but almost none to smoke. This 300% means they take 300% more damage by smoke by being unarmored, so that's less than optimal. Now, the pirate armor here, wearing true pirate clothing, will increase your soldiers' bravery while protecting their modesty and their skipper's prudence. The weight is 4, so it weighs a little bit here, but you'll notice it kicks the bravery up, it kicks the melee accuracy up, and the voodoo power. We haven't seen voodoo yet. It's very vulnerable to smoke, very vulnerable to flames, a little bit more resistant to lasers. Okay, so we got some of our troops in that. Runt. This outfit, equipped with many pouches and straps, allows for easy carrying of large loads, carrying capacity plus 10. However, it is somewhat constricting in combat. Best suited for medics, ammo runts, and the like. Okay, so here's what I've got with this. It reduces the stamina and the firing accuracy a little bit in melee accuracy, but what I've done is I've given it kind of to weak soldiers because it allows them to carry more. Soldiers that have a strength of 20 effectively have a strength of 10. It just slows them down a little bit. Again, very vulnerable to smoke and laser. I did end up with troops passing out in the smoke last mission I played. All right, I know we are taking a bit of time here setting up our base, and the next thing I have to do is to buy some stuff. So I'm gonna get that going, and I'll be right back with the purchases we're gonna make. So stand right by. Alright, so what I've got here is I am pulling in an attack dog. These dogs are amazing, and actually I'll pull in two. Space used, we got 75, and we're going to bump up to about 60, so we'll have a little bit of space. I'm buying a bunch of ball bats because you can never have enough, and they're super dirt cheap, and shovels aren't bad either. We'll buy some more of those because we can afford them. Rapiers, I think we've got enough of those. I think we'll be okay with that. Cutlasses are great. I'm buying more of those. Axes, a couple more. Billhooks, a couple more. Hammers are awesome. Gonna buy a bunch of those. I'm not buying any pistols at all. I don't really find much use for them in my limited experience. Not until you can get the ones that are really expensive. I'm gonna skip the submachine guns. I'm skipping right to the big guy. An RPG costs $55,000 of our $200,000, and I'm buying 6 rounds for the Joker. This may be the only way to really deal with armored enemies, and they can be a little tough. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Get some more HE grenades, some frag grenades, some high explosives, some smoke grenades, some bandages, a couple field surgery kits here, and some electro flares. And that's what I am getting with. Now these are components for things that you can make, and I'm not going to get any of that right now, but let's go ahead and purchase that. Now we're down to 45,000. I don't know that I can get any, well, I don't have any living space to get more people anyway. Okay, so that's good there. And we'll have the 2 dogs joining us. And I really am going to need another barracks here at some point. So, yeah. Ooh, boy. Life in Shangri-La. Kind of crazy. Okay. Having said all of that jibber jabber, I think that's close to what we needed to do. We got everything set up at this point. We've got research. We've got... Oh, I wanted to look at... Was there something in the Bootypedia that I wanted to look at? No. And are we manufacturing... We're manufacturing Molotov cocktails, right. We can make grog for sale. So we'll make some Molotovs. We'll get a bunch more gear in. And we will do that when we pick up next time. So, I do thank you for joining me. This has been a ton of fun getting us started, and well, I know it's kind of a bunch of setup, but it's been pretty cool. I want to thank you for joining me for this first episode of Let's Play OpenXcom Pirates. You have been building a hideout with IvanDogovich. Cheers!